Good morning, and welcome to the great experiment that is distance learning for you. Hopefully you all had a wonderful spring break, wonderful and weird and strange like mine was. I'm sure it was strange for sure. All of you have been dealing with a lot of really crazy things, but at least now we get to share some of those things. Like for instance, this song right now is my hand washing song. I'm from the 80s. Prince was my guy. If you go through that much of the song and sing to yourself, you have done 20 seconds of hand washing. If you have a song that you really love for hand washing, put it in the comments of this video, and I'm going to pick the best one, and we'll move on from there. So, we are right now in the midst of one of the biggest experiments in education that's ever happened. We are trying to teach the country, the world, online. And luckily a lot of us have these resources, and hopefully we can make this work. But realize that we're going to be super flexible with this. The district has been really rational and sane about this. And so the first thing you need to know is that they are going to have one grade a week for the core classes to start with. So they're trying to make it doable. They're trying to make it as a place where you can talk to your classmates and your teachers and hopefully start to make things a little more normal and be able to talk to people. They're not going crazy. You're not going to have thousands of assignments. Nothing crazy is going to happen. Speaking of crazy, I love all the weird like COVID things that have happened and put online, because all we have to do right now is to look online to find things. This is one of my favorites. This is the elementary school parade of the teachers. I think you've probably seen this. Because we're supposed to socially distance ourselves, we can't actually go to school, but in this town, and it's a Texas town, the elementary school teachers all got into their cars and went around through the neighborhoods so the kids could see them, and they did a little parade where they waved at everyone. This was before shelter in place, so this is all good. They honked a little bit too much in the video, but it's kind of cool that they made this thing that is weird and awful and terrible and made it into something fun, and kids got to see their teachers as they went by. So crazy things are happening, but it's giving people an opportunity to do amazing things, and this is one of them. And your only assignment for today is going to be to tell me one of the cool things you've seen that's happened with COVID-19. Essentially, this first assignment we're doing is just going to be about making sure you're there and you can find the materials and everything is going well with our distance learning experiment. Inside each one of your classes, core classes, the 4, there's going to be a folder. That should be the first thing in there, called Distance Learning 2020. Mine will have this picture of this guy on a rock, but they will be there. And inside this folder is going to be everything that you need for all the lessons we're doing this time. And for me, you can see there's going to be a Navigating Online Learning, this bit. Oops, sorry. Navigating Online Learning right there. That just has some rules about, being nice to people online, don't talk over people, whatever. And there will be a folder for each week. Our first week right here is week 0. And if you click on that, you will see that there's the video greeting, which you're looking at right now. And then the only assignment we have is a discussion here, best COVID reaction video. And in there, I've put my first 3 ideas, and look, someone's already put it on there. Oh, their name is covered, so that's good. But I put 3 in there. Look at mine. You need to put 1 in there of your own, and then react to some other people on there. So like, say you like them or you don't like them or whatever. That's all you have to do for this first week. All for me. You'll be done. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in Skyward, so make sure you actually do it. We're looking for people to show up and put that on there. They're actually going to have APs go and find people if they don't. So make sure and put something in this. And that's all for this week. In the coming weeks, we're going to have more than one thing in there, but only 1 grade per week. This right here is a list of what grades come with week. We have on the first week, week 0 up here. You can see it's a minor discussion. That's what we just talked about. They call it week 0 because we only have one day. It's not a full week. Then you can see there's 2 minors, a major grade, 2 minor grades, a major grade, a feedback week where we're going to tell you whether we like your work or not, and then a final culminating event. That's if we go all 9 weeks at home, which it's probably pretty likely that we're going to. And even if we don't, we're going to have this kind of structure when we're first going back anyway. But you can see there's not a whole lot there. And also we're going to be totally flexible with this stuff. Like if you have to go do something some week, you know, I don't know what's going to happen. Anything could happen. But just let us know, keep in contact, and we're going to be very flexible when things are due and done. I know you've missed my handwriting, so I put a little handwriting on there for you. This is a general schedule for office hours. The other thing we're going to do besides just assignments is going to have a place where you can ask questions about things, because in distance learning, questions always come up. And so that we don't have everyone asking questions all at the same time, we're going to have places and times where you're going to come to talk to your teacher. They're going to want to do it all through Google Meets, which is a very robust, free thing where you can go to. There will be links in Schoology to them. And in general, you can see that ELA is at 10 o'clock and at 2. We're going to try to make this 10 o'clock one for sophomores and this 2 o'clock one for seniors. So whichever class you have, do that. On this first day, it's a little different because we have all of our classes essentially. This is like the orientation one. So today we're going to have one Google Meet at 2. Everyone is welcome to come to that. There's going to be tons of people there. We'll talk about how to do those Google Meets so that you can ask questions. But notice that math's at a different time than ELA. We get a lunch break here, so don't try to talk to us then. We've done a lot of these meetings to get ready for this. They work okay. When they get too big, it's hard. You have to make sure and have your mute on so not everybody's talking at the same time. But we can try that out a little later. They work pretty well. When we do get assignments next week, we're going to start having like 4 in there, but all of those should only be 30 to 45 minutes. Don't spend a whole lot of time on this stuff. If you ever get past 45 minutes, just stop and come to the next office hours. We don't want you spending too much time on this stuff. It doesn't have to be crazy, and this is kind of an experiment on both sides, so we're going to try to give you things that are this long, but we may make a mistake sometimes. So make sure and stop and come and talk to us if things get too long, because we don't want you spending a crazy amount of time on this stuff. And one last time, we are going to be flexible. So make sure that you can always talk to us. The office hours are there every day, and you can come say, this is working, this isn't working, do I have to do this, do I don't have to do this? Come and see us, and we will work with you, because we're in crazy time. It's historic, it's amazing, live in interesting times, that whole thing, but we are going to work with you to make this work. Don't do anything crazy. Every week we're gonna have a snack in the middle of the video. This time it's towards the end because it's not a long video, of something that's still available in the grocery store. This, where's your camera? There it is. This is one of my favorite kind of bar snacks. It's Bobo's. My favorite one is cinnamon raisin. For some reason that I don't understand, there are thousands of them, more than normal, in the grocery store right now. People don't look where they are. They're over by the bulk in the aisle in H-E-B, and they're amazing if you need just a little bit of snack. I would say, you look like you need a snack right now. Get this, get something, go have yourself a snack. You made it to the first video. We'll have a little introductory video like this before every week. And we'll eat stuff together. And then you'll talk to me later at office hours. It's gonna be weird, but we'll make it as fun as we can. Hopefully you had a great spring break. Your first week's gonna be great. Thank you for coming. We'll distance learning together.